Hello and welcome to tonight's Heart Journey show. My name is Vicky Haspels and welcome. It's Sunday night. We're here again. We're going to do some readings and have some conversation. Let's go to the comments. We haven't got anyone up there just yet, but I do have some people who have popped their names into the original post. I'm going to read out their names and do some readings for them. But first of all, as usual, we are going to do some Mythic Tarot. We're going to do the weekly forecast. That's how I always like to start the show, just to get us in the mood. So we're going to look at what energy is affecting us this week. I'll just do a quick 6-card spread for everybody. This is a universal for everybody reading. And then after that, let's get down to doing individual readings. So please put your names in the comments. I will see you all there. I've got some names already for people who put their hand up, and if you want to jump the queue, there is a code, a login code on my on the original post, and you can come and join me live. You can come into the little studio here, and we can talk to each other face to face, and that's the way to jump the queue. But otherwise, let's get started. As usual, I'm using the Mythic Tarot, and I'm going to choose 6 cards, random. In the middle of the pack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the energy of the week. So we set the intention that we would like to have an energy reading for this week, and this is the guidance for us, because I don't know what's coming up, and neither do you. And I can see Melinda's coming to join me. Melinda, I will talk to you as soon as I've done my forecast. Welcome aboard. Okay, so this is the weekly tarot forecast for week commencing December 14th, 2020. So the first card we are looking at is us. This is me. This is you. This is where our energy will be this week. Is the King of Wands. So that means that we're full of ideas, but we really don't know where to take it. We really need to be in that space where we're just like all these ideas jump in. So it might be worthwhile keeping a notebook handy. Put all your ideas down, simply because the King of Wands will probably not let us take it to the next step and the next step. The King of Wands does require people to are around. The King of Wands is great for being that motivator. Hey, I've got this great idea, but not great with the follow through. So we're going to have great ideas this week, but our follow through is going to lack a little bit, and that requires, I think, some help. Now, universally, what is our soul moving us towards? What is our journey about this week? What is the external, like the unseen forces that are around us and moving us in a particular direction? And we have this card here. Look at that. And again, ideas. So our crown chakras are going to be like open, so open. That's, guys, get a notebook. Really, I'm saying get a notebook this week. Looks like we're going to be ideas plus. Now, what energy is going to be, like what fear is going to be brought up? What's going to challenge us around these ideas? What's going to move us into that real what energy is going to challenge our fear? So this is probably why we are feeling a little bit funny about no follow through, is because we are standing on the threshold. So the magician suggests there is a little bit of reluctance. Do I do this? Do I don't do this? Is it right for me? The magician, though, is sitting there because, you know what? It's time. And the magician is helping us work through those fears about what the next step is, how to get over that threshold. We're all sort of standing there going, oh, yes, we'll do that. And the magician is going to help us work those fears out. Otherwise, we're just going to be standing on that threshold the whole time. We're not going to use those ideas, get those people around us and move ourselves forward. Now, how are we going to react with all this stuff going on, these ideas in our crown chakra going, oh, inspiration plus? How are we going to react? Well, we've got this card here. Look at that. Now, this suggests that there's some clearing to do around the people in our lives. So again, another reason that this is showing us the energy that's around us that's preventing us from moving forward, as there are some external influences to be cleared. So we will be deciding what we're going to let interfere in our lives and move and prevent us from moving forward, and what we're going to let go, what we're going to keep and what we're going to let go. This card suggests that there's a lot of clearing about the things that we are ready to let go of so that we can move forward with those wonderful ideas and moving forward with those inspirations. Oh, crown chakra time, crown chakra time. Now, a lot of thoughts are popping up tonight, a lot of thoughts popping up. That means a lot of thought, energy, a lot of thinking, a lot of why sitting in the mind and the head. Not much heart stuff going on just yet. Now, the next card is where we're going to find ourselves this week. What is the energy around the future? We've got this card here. So we're going to find that, it's not a great feeling, this card. Again, it's a little bit frustrating this week because this card suggests that we are going to be in a space where nothing really gets tractions on, moves forward ahead. This is a card of, again, lots of ideas, not much moving forward. So before I look at the last card, reflecting on what's going on this week for us is that don't expect that all of your ideas are going to formulate into anything. Expect that when these wonderful things you want to move forward. No, I don't doubt that that's actually happening because we're heading towards beginning of the year again, right? A reset, all those sorts of things. And we're starting to think about all these wonderful things that we'd like to do in the new year. So don't look for the energy to move you forward. These new ideas, these new inspirations are coming forward to clear the pathway so that we can actually put them into action. And the King of Wands, the first one that turned up, suggests that we are going to start gathering our team together. We're not able to do it on our own. However, we do need to do some clearing out. We need to decide, what we're going to take with us and what we're going to leave behind. So we are going to leave a lot of rubbish behind that we certainly don't need. And a lot of that negativity that sits around, sometimes it can be our own thoughts, and sometimes it can be the people around us that can be holding us back as well for listening to too much. Okay, spiritual meaning. What is the spiritual meaning for this? We've got the Six of Cups. Here comes some emotion. Finally, we've got some heart stuff going on. So our soul journey this week, it's all about learning about the things that, like letting go of the regrets of the past. So this is really like a past life healing that we're having this week. We are deciding how we're going to move forward and we're letting the past go. So as we move into the end of the year and we're heading into the new year, we are letting go of the things that don't serve us anymore. We are deciding what we're going to carry forward with us. We're going to face those fears that prevent us from stepping over that threshold. And we're going to write all those ideas down and start gathering our people together. So as somebody pointed out, yes, today is the 13th, but I always like to start the beginning of the week on the Monday, which is the 14th of December. So that's the weekly forecast for week commencing Monday, the 14th of December, 2020. Okay, now let's get down to business. We've got a few people jumping on. I have Melinda who has jumped on board to work with me. Now, Melinda can you hear me, Melinda? Let's have a look. Unmute you. Oh, Melinda says that she's here. I'll just leave that up there until she pops on board and I'll start with the reading. So, Melinda, if you're still with me, I'll get you to, you don't have to show your face, but you can certainly unmute your mic and we can talk to each other over the internet. I'll leave that up there until Melinda pops on board. But otherwise, as I said, if you want to jump the queue, use the login. You can come on board. You don't have to show your face. You can just talk to me and I'll do a reading. But otherwise, let's go through the names. I can see lots of people have jumped on board. Welcome, 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 everybody. Now, just be mindful too. We've had a bit of an upset with the people who like to come on and spam. So if anyone's spamming you, as in putting a DM me, message me, I'll give you a reading, all those sorts of things, please ignore them. We're trying to ban them as quickly as we can, but they do hop on board. Unless it's me, come and see me through my Facebook page or my website. Otherwise, they're not affiliated with me. Okay, so that's right off the back. That's my disclaimer. So let's start. We've got Alison would like a reading, just a general reading. That's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to pull a card for Alison. I'll take Melinda down for a bit because she hasn't turned up. Alrighty, so this is for Alison Pierce. We've got this card here. So Alison, I'm going to tune into your name. Now let's see. Lots of you have a lot of people admiring you this week, or lots of people looking at you thinking, I want to be like Alison. So just be mindful that they are not taking your energy and like not pinching your ideas, but just be mindful that they're not taking advantage of you, because there is a little bit of that around here, a lot of flattery going on around you. So just be mindful of people around you. That to work out at the moment this week, you're going to be working out who's genuine and who's not. And that the Three of Wands is actually going to help you identify that. So this is for Kerry Addison. Kerry is one of our top fans. I see Kerry here every week and all over the place. So she loves spiritual events direction. Welcome, Kerry. So this is for you. We've got the Death card. I think the Death is so appropriate for this time of the year. It is that waiting period. So Kerry, I'm just going to tune into your name. Now let's see. You've got, actually, your energy feels so go, 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 but with the Death card around you, you're really not getting like any traction on your go, go, go. You've got a lot of busy work around you. You're not doing anything that's detrimental to your health or anything, but because the Death card energy is around you, it's not really going to actually go anywhere. It's just going to feel like everything's just sort of hanging, and that's simply because a lot of the projects that are on around you, whether that's house, Christmassy stuff or work stuff or whatever, don't have any actual conclusions around them. So the Death card is actually perfect for lining them up one by one so that you can work them out one by one rather than having a big bunch. You've got a big bunch around you at the moment, but it's like everything's slowed down in your mind so that you can actually cherry pick what you want to do one by one. Oh, Melinda's here. Welcome, Melinda. Can you hear me? You have to unmute your mic and then we can. There you are. Welcome.
Hi, Vicky.
Welcome. So, yes, as you can see, Melinda has chosen not to show her face, and that's perfectly fine. We can have a chat over the internet. Now, Melinda, do you have a question for me, or would you like a general reading?
No, just a general. There we go. I've just got out of the pool.
Oh, have you? Nice. Nice. Oh, general reading for Melinda. Okay, here we go. Oh, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So I'm going to tune into your energy, Melinda, and I'm going to read this for you. So we've got the Two of Pentacles energy around you. Oh, as much as the Two of Pentacles means something else, I've got like, you've got the two, oh, I got goosebumps here. So you've got like two either angels or guides or someone, like there's a lot of discussion around you. So it's either in real life or with your guide. I feel more like it's your guidance. So there's a lot of bit of a push behind you to either go one way or the other. So what this is saying to me is that you've actually got two options coming up for you, two ways to move forward in the physical world. So you can actually create something for yourself in the physical world, and there's choice around this. But it's more about you're getting the ideas downloaded rather than having two people, or you might find that two people all of a sudden turn up with different ideas that are going to be inspiring you. But it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to step into something. And this is very solid. It's not an idea. It's not a concept. This is a very solid thing. So I believe that a lot of things that you've been working towards this year are going to come to fruition. But the only thing is that it might be a little bit confusing because you've got those two voices. Rather than a one clear direction, there'll be two. But that's good because that means you've got choice.
Excellent.
So wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to say goodbye as we get on. Cheers for that.
Thanks, Vic.
So thank you. As you can do, you can jump the queue with Melinda as Melinda did. So I'm going to keep going. Now we've got Clarissa Baldwin, I should say. Apologise. So we've got this for Clarissa. So let me just tune into for her. Now, I got you now, Clarissa. I've got your energy just sort of as much like pushing forward, but you're swaying, like you're moving forward, moving. There are forces around you that are moving you outside of your like out of your not out of your control. Nothing's really out of our control, but you feel like you're being pushed forward or moved forward, and it feels very much like it's out. Like it's out of your you don't have to actually put the brakes on or anything. It feels quite smooth. However, you don't have to do anything about it. The Six of Swords suggests that you've already set everything up. So that because you've set everything up, everything is just happening for you, and it's all going to just fall into place. The Six of Wands also is not doesn't always have a pleasant feeling for me. So this tells me that you've made a lot of sacrifices to get where you are, but that means that you're on track to get what you want to do, and everything is very clear for you. And just as I said, it feels like it's out of control, but just go with it, because it's like you're riding that wave in. It's all good now. We've got Jade Beckerton, who also connected. So just stay with me, guys. We'll get to everyone in the comments. Oh, I promise you, I shuffled and pulled from the middle. We've got the same card for Jade. So let's have a look. Just tune in, because it has to have a different, it will have a different meaning for Jade. Oh, so immediately, like I've got pulling back with Jade, or so Jade, like this is like this, like her whole, Jade, so your whole energy is just pulling right in. I'm going to go with these waves here, right? So that's like pulling up against, like your things are out of control for you. It's like you're trying to hold the tide in. You're trying to pull these waves in, and things are a little bit out of control. Can I just say to you that it's overwhelming, especially around your heart, like a lot of stuff going on in the heart area. I just want to pull another card for you. You know, it's a little bit, I can feel your energy. That it's about those waves rather than the meaning of the six of themselves. So your experiences at the moment are building and showing you how in your physical world you can actually make a difference. So as much as it's overwhelming, you're going to come into your own and feel strong. Come out nice and strong out of the whole ordeal, or the whole situation. Now, quickly, Kimberly. Got Kimberly. We've got the Seven of Swords for Kimberly Everett. There we go. Now, let's tune in for Kimberly. Oh. So Kimberly is you're like you're hyping yourself up for something. What is it? So you're ready to say something. Your throat chakra is like, okay, they're ready to say something. I can feel everything's going. So you're in a good space. You're ready to voice your opinion or make a comment. There is something that you want to get off your chest, and the Seven of Swords energy is actually helping you do that. But you know what's happening is it's helping you find out the right time to say. You don't actually have to blurt anything out just a moment. At the moment, it's like a big announcement or something that you really need to get off your chest. It's a very good feeling. It's not a negative one, or that there's anything that's going to have a big argument or anything. So it's like, oh, there's really big announcement that you want to make. Don't feel like you have to push yourself into it just yet. The Seven of Swords is working with you. And finally, we've got Shelley. Shelley Caban, she asked me about particular thing in her life, and I'm just going to give you an energy reading around it, and that means moving on. So that means the past no longer are affecting you. You're out of a rut and you're actually moving forward. So all those things that are pulling you back all the time are actually reminding you of what you don't need in your life. And so this is actually telling you you're moving up into bigger and better things, Shelley. So there you go. Now let's get to the comments. Thank you so much for being there with me. Talia, let's have you on board. I would love a reading. There we go. So Talia, this is for you. Okie doke. Oh, we got the Emperor card here for you. There we go. Put that up to the front and center. There we go. So Talia, I'm just going to tune into your energy. Oh, we got Emperor. Okay, so a lot of like really strong male, because the Emperor is very strong male energy. You've got like a lot of strong male energy around you. There's either lots of men, and I want to say with your work, right? So this feels very work related. A lot of male energy around you at work, a lot of male influence around your work, but it seems like you're the boss of everything. So a lot of that male energy is actually looking towards you for direction, and you're giving and you're providing that direction for them. So it's a really positive coming into your own story. You're actually coming into your own. So that's brilliant. Oh, we've got Rachel on board. Rachel has chosen to jump the queue, so we'll take Talia down there. Ready or not, Rach? Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Rachel, do you have a particular reading? Oh, sorry, question for me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's more related to Tristan at the moment.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
had
yeah.
a few issues
Okay.
at school, and
Okay.
I'm just wondering what the thing with this, because I haven't had him this weekend, but it sort of got me a bit stressed. Obviously, having to deal with his dad and stuff as well, and they're trying to put labels on him, and I'm just, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's have a look at that. Okay, I'm going to tune into your energy for that one. Oh, I've got my crystal ball here today, so I'm going to use the crystal to tune in for you. What's Tristan up to? I want to say, when I tune it, because I'm tuning you, I'm using your heart to tune into Tristan, okay? It's like 2 and 3 steps ahead of everything all the time. So his mind is 2 and 3 steps ahead. So if anyone's interacting with him, talking with him, he's already moved on.
Okay.
So he's not really connecting with the conversations around him because his mind is like, I've actually moved on now. I'm over here.
Yeah.
So if I don't really pick up anything negative around him or anything like distressing or anything like that, he's fine within himself. He's like, yeah, this is how he is. This is who he is. This is how he is. But let's have a look at you, how you're going to move forward with this. Tristan is fine. He's just, he's freaked somebody out if something's going on. And it's more about them rather than about him. So let's have a look at you. Actually, I'll pull a card for you. How are you going to manage this and what energy in the tarot? Let's have a look for you. Oh, we've got this card here. So that means that everything's already sorted.
All right.
There is nothing that... So really what you're feeling is the fallout at the moment, like the fallout from it. Oftentimes when like a big trauma has happened and we're over it and we've moved through it, we then start to deal with the trauma.
Yeah.
And that's what that card represents. So everything has been sorted out. Everything is settled down. You've had a bit of a moment. And now what you're dealing is the emotion that you set to one side so that you could deal with it in that moment. And now you're dealing with the fear that you put to one side. So Tristan I feel like when I sit in his energy, he feels fine. He feels...
Well, that's what I think.
Yeah.
It's just because they're obviously trying to label him with other things, and I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's got my personality, you know. It's quite fiery sometimes, and that is getting him into trouble at the moment. But he's 5; he doesn't know how to deal with it. But,
yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. So,
and your weekly forecast was spot on today. So I've decided to give up alcohol moving forward.
Awesome. I'm glad it helped. Yes.
Yeah, I was
keep an eye
about it for a couple of years, and this weekend I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. You know, because I like to do things before the new year.
Yeah.
So that it's not really a it's an actual fact.
Well done. Well done. All right. Thanks, Rach. I'll see you later. Thanks for jumping on board.
No
Bye.
worries. Bye.
Okay, who do we have next here? We've got Need. Welcome. Hope you're still here with us. Thanks for joining. That was Rachel. Rachel's coming to you from the other side of the world. So she used to live here in Australia and we're good friends. So this is for you, Need. Hi. Oh, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So now let's have a look what's going on here for you. Let's see. I'm going to tune into your... Just hang in there. Look, for me, just hang in there for a moment because it feels like the world or the bottom has dropped out of things, but it's like a moment in time. So just sort of hang in there. It's all going to pass and start to move on again. It's like everything has just gone stop, and you can't really find either joy or moving forward here or all those sorts of things. Don't even try. Just let that moment pass. You've just been suspended in time for a moment and it's going to move on. You haven't missed out or lost anything. I think you just probably really need a rest. I mean, the 5 of Pentacles definitely is a lack of energy. So Clarissa, I got you. Yep. And I got Sarah again. Welcome, Shemaine. Okay, would love a reading. I would love to give you a reading too. If you want to jump the queue, guys, use the login on the original post. There's a login, and you can come up and talk to me like Rachel and Melinda did. You don't have to put your picture up there either, by the way. You can just talk to me via audio. So this is for you, Chair. Okay. Time to be making some money. Okay. This is about you. This is about you taking charge of work at the moment, Cher. So this is about you deciding the direction that you want to head in, and you're going to connect with some really influential people around that. You're going to find in your orbit that really influential people are going to be turning up, and they're going to be the right people to speak to, the right people for you to speak to. It's now time to consolidate your position in the workspace or in the workplace. It's either a new boss or a new manager or somebody of influence around you that's going to give you that chance, and that like they have faith in you. So that's a really good positive sign. It feels like it's been a long time coming for you, Cher, about this whole work and like feeling confident and having your skills recognized. And that card is telling you that that's going to happen for you. That's the energy that's around you. So look for those influential people. Marendi, welcome. I hope you're still with me. And, oh, kia ora, Alma Rosepel, I'll get to you as well. I love it, NZ. Okie dokie. So this is for you. This is Marendi. Let me just tune into your energy first. I know Marendi. Oh, nerves are a bit frazzled there. Let's have a look. Okay, Marendi, you have the energy. It's like your nerves, it's like your nerve endings are a little bit frazzled. Even though this card doesn't actually represent that, you're actually sitting at a point, or the Ten of Pentacles card is wanting to work with you so that you can find that happy medium around home. You're going to be very, very home focused this week. And so finding that balance. Now, I'm very, very attracted to the green and the gold of this card as well. So let's just use those colors to give you a more of a rounded thing around that as well. So very much, you've got one or two ones at home that are needing, you're going to be providing extra nurturing. That's where the green comes in. And you've got one or two surprises with family as well. So there are going to be some wins around you, and that's where that gold is coming and all those pentacles are coming in. So you're going to have some real boost to your confidence around home. Whereas, as I said, it's like your aura is just going frizzle, 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 frizzle. So your nerves are a little bit on edge, and you're not really sort of you can't really see past that sort of frizzly stuff that's in your aura. There is a chance to open heart a bit more nurturing with a couple of people around home, and also too, as I said, some wins there as well. It's about getting your confidence back and getting your feet back on the ground and feeling like that you actually have a purpose or have a plan. And that's what having that settled home life. So you tap into the Ten of Pentacles, tap into that settled home life, and get that started happening for you. Use that energy, meditate on it. Okie dokie. Now here we've got Alma Rose. Kia ora. Okay. All right, I wish I knew some more Maori, but I don't. All right, so this is for you. We've got this card here. This is a card of love, love, love. Let me just tune this for you. Oh, when I look at this card, there's a bit of sadness around. I don't know whether you've just lost somebody or somebody that you loved has moved on. I've got a sadness around that. What's going on here for you? My heart's already gone poor. Okay, let's see. It's like an unfulfilled love. Alma, what's going on? It's like an unfulfilled it doesn't always have to be relationships, by the way, but your heart feels unfulfilled at the moment. So something that you've desired, it's either a person or a thing, has moved on, or you're watching something else move on that you've missed out on. So your heart's sort of going, oh, okay, I want to pull another card because I want to see how you're going to respond to this. This is just how you're feeling, or the energy that's around you. How will you respond? Oh, I love this. So 6 of Swords. That's the third time this guy's turned up this week. So everyone, this is for everybody, not just Alma. We are going to get our thoughts together. We are going to get ourselves organized, and we're going to make a plan. So as much as the earlier forecasts talked about how thoughts are going to be a little bit like ideas dropping in and being scattered, and we're going to start building a team around us, this card suggests that we are so sick of ourselves being so scattered that we are going to make a plan. So there's a little bit of sadness or that emptiness around you, Alma, or that sort of where's my heart just an awe, is like it's motivating you to say, you know what, I'm going to actually do something, and I'm going to make my own way. And that's what this card is. Like, you get your mind back and your thoughts back. So a lot of things are, I guess, put to bed for you. A lot of questions are answered for you, and you're no longer going to give energy to those things. All right, who do we have here? We've got, did I do Erica? No, I didn't. Erica, welcome aboard. Well, Journey, I see you there as well. Did you jump on board before earlier? Just to, if you want to, go to my original post. There's a login there if you want to jump the queue. Come and talk to me online. Otherwise, hang in there. I'll get to you. So this is for Erica. Let's talk about Erica, 4 of Pentacles for you. So let's see. Oh, I say, I have had enough. I have had enough. I am going to do my own thing at the moment. So Erica, if you're feeling a little bit put out or a little bit hard, not hard done by, where like a lot of people have been taking advantage, or like maybe drawing a little bit too much of energy, and you're a very generous person, this suggests here a very generous sort of a person, a very generous of giving of themselves. And this card, the energy around this card this week is about pulling that energy back. And at first you're going to be, oh, I'm a bit over it, I'm going to do this, and a little bit of the guilt kicks in. And it's like, you made me do it, a little bit, you know, blame. It's all perfectly human. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just the main thing is not to give yourself a hard time. You'll have to put your energy back in. It's just being way too generous with everything. So pull it back in. Yes, there are elements around you that are taking advantage of that. And now it's time, well, you're making your decisions about who you want to give that energy to. And that's perfectly fine as well. You don't owe anybody anything. And it's not going to be, you'll soon get over that whole, oh, you made me do it, it's their fault. That's sort of a bit of a blame thing going on. They'll be gone soon. Okay, so what do you got? Jenny would love a card. Absolutely. So this is for you. Lovely. Just looking at your beautiful photo. Oops, there we go. Just reminding you guys, if anyone says DM, PM, get me onto me for a reading, they're scammers. They're going to try and get money out of you. So please do not take any notice. If we can ban them, we can, but otherwise just ignore them. Okay, so this is for you, Jenny. Look at this card here. I love this card for you. I love this card overall. This is a true, real sort of spiritual. I know it's an uncomfortable card. It's an uncomfortable feeling, but it's very much a spiritual jolt. For you, Jenny, this is where everything is actually, you're feeling everything. You're feeling everybody's emotions. You're not reading situations effectively. It's like all of your feeling keeps getting hurt all the time. It's very much a sensitive card. When this card pops up, our soul, our energy is saying, you know what? It's time to feel safe in the vulnerability and to be okay with how we feel. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. And if you're in this energy now, it means that those walls have already been stripped down, and you've shifted your vibration. Now you're moving to a much more sensitive, high vibrational state, and to sit in the Page of Cups energy so that you can get used to it. And then the high vibration becomes your new normal. But it's like the mind and the body have to get used to it just yet. So that's why it's such a beautiful card. Please meditate, stay indoors if you have to. Don't engage with people who want to argue with you, and only have those ones around you that support you during this important time, because you know what? Your energy has shifted and changed, and you are becoming more you. or the more owning your truth, your personal truth. So thanks for joining me. Now let's see who else we got. Christine. Hello, hello. A bit of a what do you call it? A reunion. Christine and Rachel together there. All right. This is for you, Christine. Now you saw me shuffling. I swear we're having another freaky doubling up of cards. So I'm going to tune into Christine for this one. I already got the tears, right? Oh, okay. What's going on? Just like with Christine, there is a bit of an upset already. Like I've got those tears happening. Let's have a look. Okay, I want to keep going to your eyes. Cry. So I wonder, Christine, have you cried those tears, or those tears are sort of behind the eyes, but they're welling, ready to go. I'm gonna pull out. Oh, there we go. Another pulling a card for you. Okay, so this is because what's happening is that you're not sure what to say. There are things going on around you that you can't participate in. You can't actually open up your mind, and you're not really sure how to approach it or what to say. The Seven of Swords energy, again, as we had before, is about picking your moment about when to say. The Seven of Swords is about listening rather than acting. So remember we talked before how sometimes the messages that we're getting from the actions of those around us can be misinterpreted, and that's what's going on here. You're giving yourself the time before you actually react. You're giving yourself the time to become okay with that emotional reaction or that emotional response. So welcome, Christine, and thank you. Alrighty, we did Melinda, did we? No, we didn't. Did I do Melinda? I did do Melinda. You got that one, and this is for Michelle. Can I have a reading? Yes, you can. Let's see. Now, you saw me shuffling. I promise you, if I pull the same damn cards out, you're going, what? But, can I just say, because we're all sharing this energy in this moment, it's not a mistake. It is not a coincidence. The fact that the same card comes out multiple times is because we have come together to share this energetic experience and to also get the messages from other people's cards for ourselves. So not only am I giving it to Michelle, but everyone can benefit from these cards and from these readings tonight. That's why we're all together. It's a soul group. Okay, let's have a look. This is for you, Michelle. I didn't. Can I just say? Sorry, I'm getting goosebumps again. Everyone's spirits around me. Did a meditation the other night. Sorry, I'll get to you, Michelle, in a minute. We had meditation group the other night, and it's always channeled, always fresh. So I never know where they're going to take us. And I learned something new. We don't always, as much, I've done a lot of reading about soul groups. We have multiple soul groups. We just don't have the same people around us all the time. And certain soul groups are there for a particular experience, and we got to experience that the other night in meditation, a particular soul group to wind up a particular occurrence in our current lifetime or current moment. It was amazing. I didn't even know that. I've been of the understanding one soul group that we roam around with all the lifetimes with. No, we have many. Anyway, that was very exciting for me. Alrighty, Michelle, this is for you. Page of Swords. Okay, let's tune into that for you. I love you for, again, this is straight up writing card. Like this is about writing things down. I'm very good at expressing oneself. When I look at now, okay, so when we're looking at the Page of Swords energy, it can be a little bit like where the words that are being spoken don't really have a great deal of depth to them. When I'm in your energy, Michelle, it's like it's not that you don't know what to say, it's that you're not really sure how to articulate things. And so it feels to me, or it feels when I'm sitting in your energy, that the words that are coming out aren't having much meaning. What's going on? You're like, what's going on? I want to say this and I can't quite get it. So the Page of Swords energy is like a bit of a discomfort thing, but it's also helping you to actually decide what words you want to use rather than just off the cuff, sort of meaningless or just gossipy stuff or whatever. You're now going to talk with a lot of depth. So I would also, if I were you, be having like writing your stories down. There's like lots of stories around you, whether you're an author or whether you just like to write poems, or even if it's just to get the thoughts out of your head. The Page of Swords energy is great for journaling, and that's if Vicky, not Vicky, not psychic Vicky, but Vicky, get a journal, saying get a journal and start writing those thoughts down. There's a great project, a great little thing you can do called the Morning Pages. Look it up by Julia Cameron. It's a little program that you do before you do her actual program. Wonderful thing to get all those crazy thoughts out of the head. Okay, so we did put that one down there. Joanne, welcome. Okay, so this is, I was just looking at everyone else's, whoever is there. Welcome on board. Who have we got? This is for Joanne. Oh, what's this card for you? Page. Got a page energy around tonight. Oh, we'll talk about the pages in a minute. So this is for you, Joanne. Let me just tune into a card for you. Page of Wands. Very dreamy space around you. Now, Page of Wands isn't normally dreamy. Let's just look at your energy first. Oh, you know what's going on here? I said, oh, what's going on? Now, Page of Wands, whenever it turns up in a spread, for me, means that you're getting that, like the rev, but no traction. So it can be really frustrating because you want to get going, but you can't really put any words to ideas. Joanne, you are the master of this card. You're in such a good space with it. You're ready for that next step. You're ready to take off, and you are cruising through Page of Wands energy. You are just saying, you know what? I'm ready for that next thing, but I'm not going to get caught up trying to work out what it is. I am just getting myself prepared here. So you are doing all the prep work here. Talk about the morning pages, right? Doing all the prep work so that when you're ready to launch, it's all going to just be in place. You are working pages. I've never come across anyone who's ever worked the Page of Wands energy before. Generally, it's like, whoa. You are working it. You work well with motivation and fire energy and ideas. So you are so much in your element at the moment. Enjoy the page energy because it is exciting. It means that everything is possible and nothing is possible. So that means all the wonderful ideas are going to be popping in and going out again, and you're just loving it. You're loving it. I wonder if your mind is all of a sudden opened up again after a long dormant period. I'd be loving it too, but you are working it, girl. You are working it. All right. So what have we got here? Gay Marie, Joanna. Hello. Yes. Sending love and light back to you as well. Let's have a look for you. All right. So just quickly before I do for Gay, I'm also winding up for the year, so I'll still be doing readings up in probably next week, readings and healings and so forth. And also too, my meditation group is winding up this Thursday night. But I've got an exciting, as I've been leading this up, talking to you about it. I've actually been doing a lot of work on it, launching a brand new program next year. It's going to be about moving us all forward. It's going to be about using the tarot to feel fulfilled, using the tarot in a very productive and constructive way, and learning how to learn about yourself and how to inject yourself into tarot readings. So that's all going to be on the cards next year. So that's no pun intended, by the way. So this is for you, Gay. I was going to say next week when we talk, next Sunday, I will have a little bit of a list, and I'll pop it up on my Facebook page and on Spiritual Events Directory. My launch, my ideas, my new thing, and you're going to love it. There's something there for everybody, all levels. Okay, so Gay, here we go. Didn't we talk about all the multiples, the same cards for multiple people? Okay, I'm going to change this for you. Oh, you are smart as a tack, Gay. You are very, very good. Okay, so there's lots of things going on around you, like lots of talking, lots of people. You know what? This is I'm gonna use a swear word. You've got a very good bullshit detector going on at the moment. Excuse me, but sometimes I do swear. So yes, this card suggests to me that you've got a very good BS detector happening at the moment, and the Seven of Swords means that you are letting people basically fall on their own sword. So you're not saying a word, you're not stepping in, you're not doing any rescuing, you're just saying, you know what, I'm tired, and you are I'm done. And you're just going to let them fall on their own sword and not even going to worry about it. And you're just going to, they're dust. They're dust. You are in a very good space. Use that Seven of Swords energy to clear your space heading into the new year. Okay, well done. Okay, so we got Beth. Oh, there we go. Beth. Hi, I would love a card, please. Beth, I would love to give you a card. Let's see, who else have we got going down here? I've got Samantha, Beck. Thanks for waiting, guys. Good, good, good. Okay, so Beth, this is for you. Oh, what the world? Let me just tune into this for you. Okay, so this has either been a very long year or a very long week or a very long day, but it's like you see that circle? This is you. You're trying to break out of that circle. It's like I'm done. So you're ready to like you've tied everything up. You're ready to evolve to the next thing, like the next phase. So the world often represents the next cycle. But when I keep picturing you inside that circle, just trying to break through that barrier, you are done. Give it another couple of days. By the end of next week, it will all have dissolved around you. You don't have to burst your way out of that circle. Beth, you are. It'll dissolve around you. See how they're suspended in that circle. Just have a little bit of a break. Just cruise into those next couple of days and next week or so. It'll all take care of itself. The world tells me for you that it's all wound up and you've done well, and it's time. You don't have to do all the thinking, doing, being, all that sort of stuff now. It is taken care of. Just chill. Go and enjoy your own company and enjoy your own space. Do a little bit of meditation. I would say some relaxation stuff, just some guided stuff, nothing too heavy. That's from Vicky. Okay, Jason, welcome. Oh, I jumped a bit, sorry. I jumped back. Sorry about that. I'll go back a little bit, but we'll do Jason. Oh, you shared. Thank you. Cheers for that, Jason. Okay, so this is for you. Okie dokie. Oh, you've got, oh my God. Again, I promise you, look, I've got a whole deck, right? Whole deck. Look at that. The only thing we haven't done is pull up the Page of Pentacles, right? All right, so this is for you, Jason. I have to laugh, sorry. I'm going to do an individual reading. I'm showing you how one card can be read differently from different people. That's what this is all about. So here we go, Jason. Let's tune into that energy for you. So when I'm looking, again, I want to go to this water. You're back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So there is a little bit of not stagnation, but not indecision. This to me, again, tonight the Six of Swords is throwing off a lot of what is it, like faith. It's like when you've just you've got faith in the direction that you're heading in, and you're just letting okay, I'm done. I'm now going to cruise into, and so that's what this energy feels like as well. Is that sort of cruisy, I'm just going to let that go. But there's that little bit of back and forth, that rocking. So for you, Jason, there is a bit of not stagnation, but it's not always a straight, clear, a straightforward, as this card suggests. You're going to sometimes a little bit of rocking and then moving forward, a little bit of rocking and then moving forward. And that is just to clarify for you before you can move forward. There's nothing you can do about the speed or the trajectory or anything like that at all now, because it's all been set in place. But every time it sort of rocks a little bit like that, life rocks a little bit like that, it's just giving your mind to say, yes, and then off you go again. Okay, I'll just knock the glasses. Okie dokie, thanks for joining. Now we've got Samantha. Thanks for being so patient. Did I do Samantha? If I have, I'm going to do it again. Sorry, I can't remember. Sorry about that. No, I didn't. There we go. This is for you, Samantha. I would love a reading. Yes, I would love to give you a reading. Okie dokie. Oh, you've got me some hearts there too. Got the Five of Swords. A lot of fives have turned up as well. Let me just tune into that for you. Okay. Now, the Five of Swords is not a pleasant card, right? It's not always, because it suggests that there is some sort of like bullying going on or overpowering going on, or somebody's trying to assert their authority. in another nice way. When I tune into your energy, Samantha, so looking at this card here, it's like, again, you've made a decision and you've had enough. It's not, and I don't really think it's about anyone in particular, to be honest. It's like about like life, or whether it's been 2020 or whether it's just been something that's happened around home or anything like that. But it's like a general sense of, you know what, you're done and you want to take charge of things now. And the Five of Swords has just placed you in the energy so that you can say, you know what, done. I'm done. I've had enough. I'm actually going to take charge of that. Oftentimes when people come to see me, I'll just quickly, and then I'll do Beck. Just quickly talk about, I never really consider a bad, a lot of people talk about bad readings or bad readers and all that sort of thing. I never really consider any experience to be a bad experience. My belief is that if somebody goes to a reader, or even if they come to me and they go, because that's happened to me over time, no, and generally I'm right. Sorry, I am, but they are just not ready to acknowledge it. But oftentimes that no, when you're getting that pushback, it often can mean that that person has been placed into a situation where they've come to see me, I've told them all the things I don't want to know, and they go, right, I'm going to do this for myself, because they have been sitting long enough in a sort of a victim space, or a blamey space, or a powerlessness. And so they'll come along to see me and I'll go, and they'll go, no, and they go away, be cranky, too bad. Because you know what? It's fires them up and say, you know what? I'm tired of trying to figure this out. I'm going to go and do it on my own. And that's what Five of Swords for you represents, Samantha. Is that you're tired of that? It was Samantha. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start winding up. So this is for Beck. Beck is one of my students, and she's been coming along for practice, and she's an amazing reader. And one day we're going to have her on as a supplementary reader with me, and she's going to do some practice when she's ready, because she is amazing. Okie dokie. All right, so this is for you, Beck, the Queen of Wands. Look at that. Now, didn't we just talk about how amazing you are? Queen of Wands energy. Look at that, all fired up, ready to go. I think you've had this card many times over the last practice sessions. So I want to just reiterate. Let me put it right in your face, Beck. Queen of Wands, you are the queen. Look at that. Look at that fire. Look at that confidence. Look at that majesty, ready to go. So there's nothing else that you need to put on your plate at the moment. You are ready. Everything is in place. And there's no male energy around that. It's all girls, queens, queen energy. Step into that queen role. You are the queen. Queen of Wands. Okay, Beck. I can hear you laughing. Okie dokie. Thanks for joining me. So we've got Leslie. Here we go. Oh, Kirsty Bain from the Sunshine Coast. Guess where I am at the moment? Taunton. Oh, I'll do you then. You'll be the last person, Kirsty. Okie dokie. So first of all, we're doing Leslie. Sorry, Leslie, I got a bit distracted then. This is for you. I shuffled. Oh. Okay, Leslie, let me just tune into your energy. I love where you're at with this. I love it. Just keeping it on the time there. Okay. Leslie, what are you doing here? Oh, your energy. I could just slip into your energy. You are great odds for healing energy. You make a good healer, or whether you're doing healing already, or running groups, or doing something. So that your energy is just, I'm just getting so much comfort from that. Thank you. Let me just you have a lot of spirit energy around you. I'm going to hold this up one more time so you can see the picture, and then I need to talk with my hands. All right. So, Leslie, what's the message here for you? Sorry, because you've got spirit energy around you, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to kick in. Now, I just want to say, when the 8, I'm trying to reconcile the 8 of Pentacles, but there's a different message for you, Leslie. But because the 8 of Pentacles turned up, I'll do a quick one for that for you. It's about taking yourself seriously. It's about turning what you can do into something that's much more substantial, that you can actually create something for yourself. And it's not that you don't have faith in yourself. It's just that, you've just been poodling along, but there's something inside of you that's giving you a bit of a boost. You don't need any confidence, because you already know this about yourself. I just love it, love it. I wonder, now I'm wondering, Leslie, and now I don't buy into this whole thing, spirit made me do it or spirit told me to do this, but you're definitely getting a bit of a push on about expressing that healing part of your energy or healing part of your personality. If you're, oh, okay, thank you. If you wish to take what your, like the skill set that you have, and share that type of energy with the outside world, the Eight of Pentacles is telling you that it's possible. You can tap into that energy and turn it into something that can be money making or a bit more serious, a bit more professional. So the energy is there ready for you to do it. There's no lack of confidence around you. There's no pulling you anywhere this way or the other, but there's no push either. So if the question is now, what should I be doing this or not? Well, yes, you should. I would say yes. So you're being directed that's going to help you express that part of yourself, much like I express myself here. However, there's no push that you must or must not do this. This is the energy is giving you a gentle reminder about what's actually possible around you. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Now we've got one more, Kirsty, and then I'll wind up. Welcome. Hello from Forest Glen, Sunshine Coast. Hello from Taunton. Okay. I'm spending a couple of weeks here at the moment, leading up until Christmas before I go traveling again. I'm going to go traveling. Oh, now, let's see. This is for Kirsty. This is the second time this has turned up as well. I'm going to go over the cards that have turned up and then I'll wind up. So this is for you, Kirsty. Again, have a look at the card and I'm going to put it down because I need to talk with my hands. All right. I'm like, I just like I don't get like nothing bad or sad or anything, but I just want to give you a big hug. See how he's giving a big hug, even though he's hugging his own self. You're looking like you're requiring, or the energy around you is requiring some nurturing. So if you're not finding it around you, it's going to start turning up, and you're going to realize that you actually do need a bit of nurturing at the moment. So when it does turn up, please let it in. There's a bit of a lack there, a bit of depletion of your own personal energy, and that's why you're probably finding that you're a bit withdrawn or not really when you're interacting too much at the moment, and that's because it's like, I need to keep this for myself. No, they're feeling a little bit tired as well. That's not unusual. So just go with that, and when I want to say that somebody's going to turn up that you can actually fall into and go, oh, thank you so much. So when that happens, just let it happen, because you need to have that, just a little bit of extra support. All right, now I do have to wind up. I do apologize. It is time. We've had lots of page energy. Again, we're going to talk about, we're getting revved up. We're getting revved up. So don't get too worried if you can't put your finger on what you need to be doing. Just let that motivating energy build up inside of you. Take a lot of rest when you need to, but don't go too much into your head. A lot of swords energy around, which is heads. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of discomfort around, and working out who's on our side, who's not on our side, who we're going to declutter our lives, what situations we're going to declutter out of our lives as well, and a lot of making up of our minds. A lot of things, okay, this is how I want my future to be. So we've come out of sort of a space of where we've been stuck, and now our minds are opening up and we're realizing, you know what, this is what I want to do, and I'm prepared, and I've got all the things that I need to do to move forward into that. Okay, well, that's me. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next Sunday with all the good news about the new year. Take care. Look on my Facebook, Vicky Haspels. Otherwise, come and see me at my website. Come and book in for a reading or a healing or a coaching. Okay. Goodbye. Love to you all. Bye.